Let's be real, AI is absolutely everywhere. But, most leaders are either kind of paralyzed by all the hype, or they're just jumping on trends without a real strategy. So let's forget all that noise. This explainer is all about giving you a simple, powerful playbook to make AI a real strategic advantage for your business. And we can start right now. And this quote, it really nails a critical truth. See, AI isn't some far-off future trend. It's an exponential shift that's happening right now. While some leaders are waiting around to see how it plays out, your competitors are already putting AI to work, gaining speed, precision, and a serious edge. Honestly, in today's world, inaction is the biggest risk you can possibly take. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about why this is so urgent. Then, I'm going to give you a super simple framework to understand pretty much any AI tool out there. After that, we'll apply it to a real-world business case, hand you an actual implementation playbook, and finally, we'll zoom out to see what this all means for the future. All right, let's dive into section 1, the AI imperative. Before we get to the how, we really need to get our heads around the why now. This isn't just about some shiny new tech. It's a fundamental shift in the entire business landscape. And to get a sense of just how big this shift is, just look at this number. We're talking nearly $250 billion. That's the projected market for AI in just sales automation alone by 2025. This isn't a ripple. It's an economic tidal wave, and you either learn to ride it or you're going to get left behind. This slide right here shows the crucial difference. On the left, you've got your traditional automation. It's like a conveyor belt, just doing the same thing over and over, like a fixed email sequence for every single person. But on the right, that's AI. It's not a straight line. It's a smart, adaptive network. It learns, it personalizes, it sends the right message to the right person at exactly the right time. It's not just faster, it's a whole lot smarter. Okay, on to section 2, a simple AI framework. Look, the sheer number of AI tools out there can be completely overwhelming. So let's cut through all that complexity with a really simple but powerful mental model you can use to figure out any AI solution you come across. First up, we have mechanical AI. The best way to think about this is like your own tireless digital assembly line. Its whole job is to automate all those repetitive, routine tasks. Things like data collection or scheduling. And it does it with perfect consistency at a massive scale. It's all the grunt work completely supercharged. Next, there's thinking AI. This is like your brilliant data analyst. It just chews through oceans of information, customer behavior, market trends, sales data to find patterns nobody else can see and then make predictions. This is the kind of AI that helps you figure out which leads are most likely to convert or what product you should recommend next. And finally, we've got feeling AI. This is your empathetic communicator. It's designed to analyze and actually respond to human emotions and interactions. Think about a chatbot that can tell a customer is getting frustrated just from their language and then responds with the right tone. It's all about building better relationships. Now, the real power here isn't in using just one of these, it's how they work together. As you can see right here, mechanical AI automates tasks to create standardization. Thinking AI then processes all that data to enable personalization. And feeling AI analyzes the human side of things to build relationalization. Standardization, personalization, relationalization. That right there is the core of a winning AI strategy. All right, section 3, AI for business growth. So that's the theory, but now let's bridge that gap and see how this framework can supercharge a core business strategy in the real world. We're going to apply our framework to a classic marketing model you probably know: segmentation, targeting, and positioning, or STP. It's basically the process of figuring out who your customers are, which ones to focus on, and what message is actually going to resonate with them. So first up, segmentation. In the past, you'd slice up your market by broad categories, like age or location. But now, mechanical AI can act like a tireless data-gathering robot, pulling in information from countless sources. This lets you create these hyper-specific customer segments based on what they actually do, not just who they are. So next, you have to target. You've got all these new, detailed segments. So which ones are actually worth your time? Well, that is a perfect job for thinking AI. Just like you see here, modern tools use thinking AI to analyze all that data, predict which segments have the highest potential, and point you directly to your best targets, sometimes with the crazy precision of a segment of one. And finally, positioning. So how do we talk to our chosen target? This is where feeling AI comes in. It analyzes customer sentiment, online reviews, social media chatter, all of it, to understand what they truly care about. It helps us craft messaging that doesn't just sell, but actually connects on an emotional level. Okay, on to section 4, your implementation playbook. You see the power, you understand the framework, but the big question is, where do you actually start? Let's get practical with a step-by-step guide. Here's a simple 4-step plan. Step 1, audit. Map out your current processes and find the real bottlenecks. Where's your team wasting time? Step 2, find the quick wins. Don't try to boil the ocean here. Start with something simple, like automating email follow-ups to show immediate value and build some momentum. Step 3, select a tool. Choose a core platform that plays nicely with the tech you already have to avoid creating messy data silos. And step 4, and listen, this is the most critical one, clean your data. AI is only as smart as the data you feed it. Always remember, garbage in, garbage out. But of course, it's not always a smooth ride, is it? Knowing what to watch out for is just as important as knowing what to do. So you got to watch out for these 4 common pitfalls. First, change resistance. Your team might be worried. You need to frame AI as a tool that augments them, that makes them better at their jobs, not one that replaces them. Next, data quality. We've said it before, I'm going to say it again, it is that important. Your results absolutely depend on it. Third, data security. Be extremely careful about what company data you feed into public AI models. And finally, over-reliance. Remember, AI is an amazing sidekick, but you are still the hero. The final strategic call is always, always yours. And finally, section 5, navigating the AI future. Let's zoom out from the playbook for a second and look at the really big picture, because the choices that we're making right now are going to shape everything that comes next. The research really lays out 2 potential paths. In an optimistic future, AI drives inclusive growth, it creates whole new industries, and it enhances human life through better education and healthcare. But there's also a pessimistic scenario, one marked by job displacement and growing inequality. The path we take, well, it isn't set in stone. And that brings us to maybe the most important point of this entire explainer. AI is a phenomenal tool. It can analyze, it can predict, it can automate, but it cannot lead. It doesn't have vision, it doesn't have values, it doesn't have courage. That part, that's still human. That part is up to you. So, as we wrap up, the question really isn't whether AI is coming. It's already here. The real question is this. AI can show you countless possible futures for your business and for our world. Which one will you, as a leader, choose to build?